Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. How's your calendar look? When you look at your calendar or look at your to-do list, are you feeling completely overwhelmed? So let me know if that is you. Here's the good news. You're not alone, right? We're all kind of in this boat together, so to speak. And what I wanted to talk about today was just some quick productivity hacks for you so that you can actually get things done in your business. Now, I keep looking over here at the camera because I'm just trying to see if I'm going live or not. It's it's always fun when you're using all these different software tools. Okay, so I think I'm live. So let me just continue on here. Uh, let's face it, being your own boss, the CEO of your business, you have a pile of stuff that you're trying to get done. How do you know what to focus on? The number one rule that I want to share with you is focus on what I call the money making activities. And a little secret tip for you, sometimes those money making activities are the least fun. In other words, what are the things that you're putting off? Usually it's that one-to-one connection with possible leads or people that's in your network. It's actually getting out and selling, talking to people about what you have to offer and how you can help them. Uh, the flip side is, do you catch yourself thinking, oh, yeah, I want to post on my social media platform. So let me run over to Canva. And before you know it, you've spent 2 hours designing this beautiful social image post. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing that, but do you see how we gravitate towards the things that might feel fun for us? Or if you're an introvert and you're just happy, creating content and you're typing and typing and writing and editing, and you just never get things finished because, again, you're chasing what feels comfortable to you instead of what do you need to do. And in our business, probably have many balls floating in the air. And because we're creatives, we are chasing all of these. I like to call them the shiny object syndrome in the sense of, yes, oh, that looks great. I want to create a new webinar. Or, oh, I really do need a new lead magnet. I sent out an email, nobody responded. So let me go back and redo something else. The problem is when we're jumping from one thing to another, we don't have any strategic plan on how to move us forward. When I work with my students and my clients, we focus on just one main product or service that you're selling, and we focus on the main assets that you need to sell and deliver that product. Okay. So when you've got a narrow focus, it's a lot easier to know what you're working on. And on top of that, we break everything down. So if you're getting ready to launch a new product or service, or maybe you're beginning to think about Black Friday sales, then that's our one thing we're going to focus on. Then we're going to take those big chunks. What do we need to do? Well, we probably need to develop a way to sell it. Okay. So you might, and a little tip for you, you can do a lot of without a lot of technology. So we're going to draft the sales page. Okay. We're going to create something that makes it easy that people can click and give us money. All right. Then we might have in the bucket of how are we going to promote it? Every day when you sit down at your desk, instead of kind of floundering all over the place, you've got your main product that you're going to be working on. And you've got these sub steps of, okay, this is what I need to work on. Now, in your business, there's a lot of what I call the CEO activities that you need to work on, right? So, you've got your email and responding back and doing lead gen as far as if you're active on social media platforms, all of that kind of stuff. You might need to create videos to bring people into your world. Here's a secret for you. I want you, and I've got a simple little checklist that you can use here in a minute. I want you to create a system. Pretend like you've got the big boss looking over your shoulder. And every day I want you to have a system of how you work in your business. And what do I mean by that? I want you, even if you have to take your phone out, get a timer, whatever it is, when you sit down at your desk, the first thing that I want you to do is to take 15 minutes, set the timer, and review your day's activities, your week's goals, and your month goals. So you know exactly what you're working on. Check, you've done that. Then if it makes sense to you, I recommend to people that you only are in your inbox twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. It's a little scary if you're not used to doing that, but trust me, it works. So then set the timer again, spend 30 minutes on your email. That's it. Okay. So what I suggest in your email is you could sort by name. Usually I have my email coming in by date, but if you're kind of behind on your email, sort by date. And then, excuse me, if you've got 20 emails from that person that you're just on their list, you can select all of them, move it into read later, delete, whatever it is. But I want you to quickly get in the habit of doing a scan in your email, get rid of the stuff that's not on your focus platter, so to speak, deal with the things you need to. Timer goes off. Okay, now it's time to get into what I call the deep work. So looking at your project plan, you know exactly, okay, I'm going to be spending the next 60 minutes on writing my sales page copy or whatever it is. Some people, maybe they can go 90 minutes, but the key is I want you to block out your day so you know what you're working on. Set the timer. And then at the end of that time, I want you to get up, take a 10-minute break, and then come back. Take another 15 minutes, review what you've accomplished, review what you need to do next, and you continue to move forward. So is that making sense? I hope it is. I'm going to, hopefully I can share my screen here. Just show you this. It's a very simple little productivity checklist here. I hope you can see this. Okay. And excuse me, just comment below and I can share this with you. So basically, just think about, let me make it a little bigger here, have this morning routine. So just like what I talked about, review your goals, set those priorities, and then spend a few minutes, your emails, messages, if you have any like client meetings for the day, things like that, do all of that. And then jump into what I call that deep work. So notice it says tackle those high priority tasks. So again, if you're getting ready for a launch or you're trying to promote your new program, what's the first thing that you need to do? Set the timer, get to work on that. All right. And then midday routine, again, the timer goes off, then take a few minutes, evaluate what's been working. And, here's another secret. If you need to put your phone in another room, if you need to open a separate window just for the work you're working on, do that so that you're not distracted. Okay. And again, pretend like the big boss is looking over your shoulder and you can't, take that little break and scroll on Facebook or whatever until you get that block done. And then you just go through, continue working. Now here's like the second, what I call deep work block, and you get the idea. Okay. Then in the afternoon, again, I tell people that you should have a start and an end time to your workday because as an entrepreneur, it's easy to just work until the night. Now you might decide to break up your work. So maybe from 2 o'clock when it's time to get the kiddos, time to fix the meal, all that kind of stuff. So maybe from 2 to 7 is family time. And then you've designated 7 to 9 as work time, whatever works for you, but come up with basically your work hours. Okay. And then just some suggestions on what your evening routine is. All right. So, very simple. You could, change this however you want. But the idea is to have a plan and work that plan. Hopefully, I've given you some tips here. So again, let's take the big picture. When you sit down, you should plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. Okay. I want you to focus on one product or service that you're selling. And then from there, I want you to focus on 3 major buckets of activities. And then from there, you're going to start designing what I call the deep work sessions, and then structure your day so that you're using that timer and okay, it's 10:15. That means I'm done with that first deep work block. It means it's time for me to take a 15-minute break. Then you come back and you do the next thing. All right. So I want you to feel like at the end of the day, you can come back and say, wow, I have accomplished what I wanted to. And one more tip that I'm going to share with you is be satisfied with 3 major things per day. Okay. You might have a to-do list that has 20 tasks on it. But let's get away from who's the busiest productivity club here and come back to if you could get these 3 tasks done, in addition to, your administrative tasks that you're going to do every day. You're always going to check your email. You might always have a routine where you're spending 30 minutes on social media, all that kind of stuff, but you get the idea. When you accomplish those 3 tasks, reward yourself, take a step back and say, you know what, there's plenty to do in my business, but I have accomplished the goals that I set out for today. So if you want a copy of this, simple little checklist here, just let me know and I'll share it in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and make sure that you hit the subscribe if you're catching this on Facebook, on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.